confident that they don't bite, but ooh, now he's waking up.
For most people, the idea of being deep in the Costa Rican rainforest in the dark sounds like a literal nightmare, especially given the snakes, spiders, and other creatures that crawl in the night. However, for the Brave Wilderness team, there is no greater place to be when it comes to making episodes of Breaking Trail. And on this dark, rainy night, we are exploring a reserve located in the mid-elevation slopes of the Central Caribbean Zone, a biologically rich environment that is home to many unique species, including the one I'm about to get in front of the cameras, that almost looks as if it should exist on an alien planet.
Ooh, hey, Mario, come here.
What do you got?
I'm searching up in this tree stump, and look what I found. Definitely something worth getting on camera.
Whoa.
Right there. Let me let you bring in the lights. I'm going to pull my flashlight away.
That is awesome.
You know what that is?
It's some kind of millipede.
Yes, it is a millipede. Good news for me, because as we know, I don't particularly care for centipedes, but this one, completely safe. It's actually a python millipede, one of the largest millipede species here in Costa Rica. Let me see if, okay, curling onto my finger there. Now, I am 99% sure that they do not bite, but his little mouth is definitely nestled right up next to the side of my finger there. My hand is even shaking a little bit just because anytime you have a creature like this that wraps around your finger, even though I feel like it's not gonna bite me, if it wanted to, yeah, I would be in a very, very stuck situation. Okay, here we go. Now it's getting calm. Whoa, all those little tiny legs just moving across my hand. They are spiky. It doesn't really hurt, but it does tickle. Now, whoa, boy. Okay, good thing I caught it there. I want to make sure that this creature stays as calm as possible because they are incredibly toxic. And I wish I hadn't dropped it like that. Let me give it a little smell here. Ooh, yep, it's getting agitated and it's actually starting to secrete the toxin which contains cyanide. Yep, you heard me right, cyanide. Now, if I were to eat this little creature...
Hold on. Cyanide, like the lethal kind of poison.
Like lethal cyanide. Not likely lethal to me, although I would never take the chance of actually eating this millipede. But if another predator tried to consume this creature, it would get very sick and could even potentially die. Now, there are some species of mammals and some birds that have built up a resilience to that toxin, but for the most part, you see how slow this creature moves? It's not afraid of anything because it knows how toxic it truly is. Now, let's talk about the name for a second, the python millipede. I imagine that scientists must have given this creature that name because the camouflage on their backs almost look like the scales of a python. It kind of has a face that looks like a caterpillar, and I don't actually see any, like a centipede has fangs. This has no fangs, just a little mouth part, and it eats a lot of mosses and little plant matter that's out here in the environment. They actually do a great thing for the ecosystem by breaking down all of the decomposing plant matter that goes right back into the rainforest.
Are these rare or?
They're fairly common, but this is really a large one. I mean, they only get to about 4 inches in length. Look at that. I see you here, crawl on my finger. This is definitely the biggest one that I have seen since we've been here in Costa Rica. Now look at all the segmentation of its body. All these individual little plates are like armor, and the exoskeleton of this creature is calcified, making it extremely rigid. I'm gonna just take a little risk here and kind of push on it. Wow, it is incredibly solid. Now, I imagine even if you were to accidentally step on this creature as you were moving through the rainforest, nothing would even crunch it. And when they do curl up into a ball, each one of these little sections curls in. Let me see if I can get them to do that. There you go. Ooh, perfect. Look at that. Just like a snail shell. And that calcified exoskeleton is very, very tough, which is what sets them apart from other arthropods. That is so cool looking. Let me see if I can go ahead and hold it up so you can see the legs. Can we see your belly? Boy, look at that. Not something you would want crawling in your bed, huh? Now, millipede doesn't actually mean million legs, it means 1,000 legs. And looking at this creature, each individual body segment has 2 pairs of legs. So I'm guessing, let me try to just do a quick count here. This creature probably has about 60 legs. Oh, I certainly can feel them all just crawling across my arm. Now, you look at a creepy creature like this, and I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, there is no way that this guy is getting a date on a Saturday night. But believe it or not, with this specific species of millipede, the males are very committed to the females. So committed, in fact, that they will ride on the females' backs to deter other potential suitors from coming in and stealing the female away. Mario, have you ever seen a millipede of this size before?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Right? I mean, the ones in the Sonora Desert are close to the size, but not nearly as cool looking. I mean, look at that exoskeleton.
Looks like an alien.
It really, really does. The animals of the rainforest never fail to amaze me, and every night we come out, I feel like we found the most bizarre creature imaginable. Then tonight, we come across the python millipede. I'm Kennedy Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, little guy, back up into the moss. If you thought that was one wild adventure,
Make sure to check out the episode where I compare and contrast the centipede versus the millipede.
now if you get this poison on your skin, all you need to do is wash your hands with soap and water and you'll be just fine.
And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.